Hey, welcome everybody. Good afternoon, wherever you are, or if you're not in the US, good evening or good morning to you. Hey, my name's Ken Countess, and I'm delighted that you're here with me. Let's go ahead and fire up the camera and say hi. Hey, by the way, I am checking the comment box. I'm looking at my other screen here, but I'm going to keep this pretty informal and we'll keep it pretty short. So I just want to say happy holidays to you. If you celebrated Christmas, I hope you had a great Christmas. And if you celebrated Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. And if you celebrate any other holiday, well, I wish you a great happy holiday as well. So listen, we've got people already streaming in here. That's great to see. Thank you. I am checking the comment box. Let me switch over and take a look at that. And one of the things that you should know is that you may be watching live, whether you're watching live on Facebook on my personal page, or Facebook on the company page, or on YouTube, wherever you're watching. I'm glad you're here, and I know you'll get a lot out of this session. It'll be pretty short, so make sure you stick around for the entire thing. The thing to know is that when I'm speaking live, you'll actually see and hear that live broadcast probably about 20 or 30 seconds later. That's what these online platforms do. Facebook and YouTube, while they say it's live, and it is, there's actually a little bit of a delay, which is not very different than what really goes on TV and radio as well. So let's jump into it. Here's what I'm going to cover during this very brief session. Let me go ahead and pick up the right controls here so we got everything covered the right way. What I'm going to talk about during this brief session is three things. One is the importance of marketing and CLV, and I'll let you know what that is if you're not sure in just a moment. I'll talk about the importance of automation, and I'll talk about the importance of follow-up. Now, as I've marketed this, you know that these are things you need to do, but you may not know why. And that's what I want to talk about, is the why to the what's. All right, so the first what is to keep marketing to your existing customers. That's the what. But you may not understand the why. And let me go into the why on this first point. The why is that your existing customers are a gold mine. And we tend to overlook these things. We tend to think that we've got a customer and they're a customer for life. And that's not necessarily true. We may think too that by having these customers that we don't have to go fishing for more. Well, I don't want you to go fishing for more, because fishing in those ponds is time consuming and it can be pretty expensive. So you may not get the results that you're looking for. So what I'm going to encourage you to do over the next 5 minutes or so is think about your existing customers and how you can get more business out of them and use them as a referral engine. So let's get started. Let me talk about why repeat business really matters. It's true that all businesses want loyal clients. Isn't that true for you too? Did you know that 82% of businesses say that client retention is cheaper than client acquisition? And that's a true statement. But interestingly, about half of those who say, I understand client retention is smart and cheaper, 44%, roughly half, say, well, but I focus on acquisition. Well, look, you always have to be looking for more clients, but that shouldn't be your focus, and that shouldn't be where you spend half your time. Interestingly, only 16% say, I focus more on retaining old customers. That doesn't make any sense. So let me position it for you this way and give you the why. The why is about customer lifetime value or client lifetime value. We also think about it, we call it CLV. Now, when you start a business, let's say you're a yoga studio, for instance, and I know yoga studios, as many businesses, have been hit hard by the pandemic. Hey, by the way, I got my first vaccine appointment today, which was like, that's a wow. And it took a long time to get it. It was something that we'd spent a lot of time trying to get last week. We were able to get it today for next week. Anyway, listen, a yoga studio, for example, you need to simply get people in the door, right? But your goal shouldn't be to sell a class or two. Your real objective is to make that studio a part of the client's life for months or even years to come. Now, nearly all businesses want long-term relationships with their clients. In the quest to close sales, however, they sometimes lose sight of the bigger picture. Calculating what's known as client lifetime value helps you determine how much you can afford to spend on acquiring a new client and how long you need to keep them to keep that transaction profitable. So the equation looks something like this. You take a sales amount times the number of transactions times the average retention time, and that is equal to CLV, or client lifetime value. Now, let's take a closer look at this example. Let's say that a typical client spends $30 a month. Now, you can make this a yoga studio or any membership site. Let's say your client spends $30 a month. And over the course of a year, that's 12 transactions. And let's take the average retention time is a year. So what that means is that client annually is worth $360 to you. That's client lifetime value just for 1 year. But let's say that you spent $100 and that client only sticks around for 2 months. That means you're missing out on $300. That's 10 months times 30 that you're not getting, which means that you're actually losing $40 a year on that client. So it's costing you money and you're in the negative if you don't keep that client. So how do you increase the client lifetime value? How do you keep that person with you for more than just 2 months? Here's how you increase client lifetime value. Companies that have been surveyed by eConsultancy named these strategies as the most effective. Number 1, improvements to client services. That increased lifetime value, 42% is the number. Personalized transactions, they increase client lifetime value by 34%. Upselling or cross-selling, about 30%. More effective use of data, that's your CRM, your customer relationship management tool, 26%. And then segmenting your client base, another 24%. So these are easy ways for you to increase the client lifetime value. And guess what? If you look at that list, they don't cost you any more. So if you're not already doing these things, improving your client services, personalizing those interactions, cross or upselling, using your data more effectively, and segmenting your client data, then you're missing out. Here's number 2. What you need to do is start using automation. Now, we all hear about using automation. We probably hear that we need to do this ad nauseum. But what's the reason for it? What's the why? The why is that it improves your efficiency. Clearly, automating certain processes is going to make you more efficient. But what it really does is improve your profitability. And it gives you more time, more ability to nurture your prospects and your customers, to get more dollars out of them, extracting more dollars out of your prospects and your customers. That's what automation can do for you. So there are 3 tactics for automating repeat sales. Let me go back to that example of a first-time yoga class participant. They won't necessarily become a lifetime loyal yogi without strategic planning around that client life cycle. After the first class that person takes with you, how will you encourage him or her to sign up for the next class? What else could you sell to earn more business from him or her? And if she or he stops coming to class, how will you win her or him back? So let's take a look at a couple of tactics. Number one, send a welcome email and make it count. In business, like most anything else, first impressions matter. In a survey by ClickFox, a provider of consumer experience analysis and analytics, nearly half of all customers identified their initial purchase as the most critical time for a business to gain loyalty. So start the client relationship off on the right foot. Set yourself up for repeat business by using client management software. Okay? We also call it CRM, customer relationship software. And use that to send welcome emails when your client makes their first purchase, or if a lead signs up to get emails from you or promotions from your business. Send that welcome email and make it count. In that welcome email, you could consider including a thank you for supporting your business, an introduction to the business with more services and your values. Maybe provide some frequently asked questions, educational content that's related to your offerings, maybe suggestions for related services or products, and maybe offer them a discount on their next purchase. You got them in the door. Let's keep them coming back. What that welcome email will do is keep them coming back, but also keep them paying attention to what you have to offer. Welcome emails, which are right at the beginning of your relationship with that client, they tend to get opened 58% of the time. The average open rate on an email is only 15%. So if you use this welcome email strategy, and we can help you with this stuff, you can get 4 times the number of opens. Now here's what number 3. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Why is this important? This is that third why. Here's why. It's because 80% of sales require 5 follow-ups after the initial contact in order to close the deal. 5 follow-ups. For most businesses, it's not an impulse buy where they come in and they see you either online or virtually for the first time and they buy right away. It's not like that. Your business may be the exception, and you may have that one-off where someone meets you and loves you immediately and buys right away, but for most, it's not like that at all. 80% of sales, 4 out of 5, require 5 follow-ups after that initial content. And surprisingly, 44% of salespeople only make 1 follow-up. And these are professionals. So give yourself an edge. Do that follow-up and turn online visitors into leads for you, wherever they find you, on a website, on social media, on landing pages, wherever. And then automate your follow-up. I mentioned automation before. Use email, use texting, but be careful about how you use texting. Or even phone calls. Can you imagine people using a smartphone to make a call? And then what to offer. When they find you online, offer them an introduction call, a freebie, or allow them to set up an appointment with you. And then stay engaged with them. Send that thank you email, or a card, or a gift, or a call. And that gift doesn't have to be something that takes money out of your pocket. It could be an ebook. Have them join your online community. Wow them Make them want to come back. Do a survey with them. Offer them a download. Create a video that they can watch. Invite them to an event. Have an email go out from someone on your staff. Remember that repeat customers cost less, they buy more, and they refer you. So let me close. I said this was going to be short. Number one, grow your revenue by focusing on your existing clients. They're a gold mine for you. Number two, be sure that you're using automation. Automation frees you up to do the things you'd much rather be doing. Who wants to be a slave to a keyboard? Who wants to continually be hammering out emails and social posts? I know not me. And number three, be sure you do the follow-up. And in order to automate that follow-up, in order to keep those leads warm, in order to stay in touch with those clients or prospects, use automation. Try this out. This is a great piece of software. It's called Keep. You may have known it in the past as Infusionsoft, but you can get a free trial using this special URL. It's bit.ly/trykeep, all in lowercase, and keep is KEAP. So bit.ly/trykeep. Sign up for a trial. I know you won't be sorry. And we will train you on how to use it. Hey, my name's Ken Countess. We help businesses like yours gain a unique advantage over your competition. We teach you how to do this thing called targeted marketing. And if you're ready to take your business to the next level, take action. Get on my calendar. Set up a free call with me. Go on our website, thecountessgroup.com. Mash that middle button there, the purple one that says Schedule Time with Ken, and schedule that 15-minute free consult. And get on our mailing list. You may have found out about this Facebook Live or YouTube Live, just wandering around the web. Join our mailing list so you can get notified every time we're doing another live event. That's bit.ly/join the list with hyphens in between. And all lowercase again. bit.ly/join the list. Hey, I'm glad that you joined me during this session. I hope that you'll throw some comments in the chat box. I'm glad that you were here. And by the way, you can find us all over social media. I know you found us on social. Let me throw another note up here. You can call or text us anytime you want. But you can also subscribe to our pages or follow us or like us, whatever the vernacular is on the social channel where you're finding us. Facebook.com/The Countess Group. YouTube/Countess Group. LinkedIn, it's my name, Ken Countess. On Twitter, it's Countess Group. On Instagram, it's Ken Countess Marketing. And on Pinterest, it's Countess Group. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned a little something during this quick session. You can email me at kc@thecountessgroup.com or call or text me anytime. Hey, I want to wish you and your family a very happy holiday season. I hope 2020 was good enough, but I'm wishing you a wonderful 2021. I wish you everything that your heart and your business desires. I wish you success in everything you do. Happy holidays from the Countess Group. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again when we're live on Facebook or YouTube again. Bye for now.